Hello and welcome to another intro video for VS Code. Today I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the IntelliSense feature, which is one of the core productivity features in the Visual Studio Code product. So I'm here in the Express framework. I'm going to hover over some of these parameters. And notice Visual Studio Code is giving me something smart here. It's saying, hey, this response parameter, it's actually a response object. That's what the capital R response means there. And if I go here to next, it's telling me, hey, this is the next function. Now, where does this come from? This actually comes from special files called typing definition files that are provided by the language service in Visual Studio Code. And the language service is actually a JavaScript/TypeScript service that provides IntelliSense for both JavaScript and TypeScript. I'm just in plain JavaScript here, but I'm getting typing information that can help me become a more productive coder. If I do a go-to definition here, we're going to do go-to definition. I'm actually taken to the typings file, index.d.ts. Now this isn't in my workspace. This is actually downloaded by the language service and put in the Visual Studio Code application folder. And then all of this information is available. Now, how does this help me be a more productive coder? I can understand the internals there, I can see the typings, that's all cool, but it's really powerful with our code completion engine. So like other editors, you get code completion. If I press dot here, I'm actually shown very intelligently which methods and members are on this response object. Notice there's a lot of things on this response object. And these ones here with the special icons, this is the purple square and the blue rectangle, those mean that we're confident in that API. The language service is confident that that is the right API. These ones down here are word completions from above. So I had typed HBS above, listen, log. Those are unlikely to be, at least we have no information that tells us those are going to be part of the response. Those are methods or members on the response object, and so they have a different icon. That's some indication to help you as you're deciding here, but really you can just start typing and we'll filter that out for you. So I'm looking for the render method. Hey, there we go, render method. If I'm unsure, I can actually see the documentation right here. This is all just right at my fingertips, provided out of the box in Visual Studio Code. I type render, and now the final thing here I get with IntelliSense, which is really cool, the parameter information. So as I type the parenthesis, now I can see all the parameter information for the render method. And I'm going to keep typing welcome, and notice I get the code completion here for welcome, and that works great. So this all works out of the box. You don't have to set anything up. There's no installing the typings files. It just comes with the product right out of the download. Optionally, you can set up this jsconfig.json file. This defines the workspace you're in or the project, and you can do, if you want to make a subfolder and then drop a jsconfig file into a subfolder. This is how you say, hey, this is my JavaScript project, and this is the makeup of the JavaScript project. And we can tell things here to the JavaScript engine, what's providing the IntelliSense, hey, don't look in that assets folder. Like there's nothing, I don't want any IntelliSense from that folder. And furthermore, don't look in the node modules folder either. Now we recommend this as a practice just because then node modules can get pretty large, so we don't want to have to go in there and crawl through if it's unnecessary. So we recommend you create this file, not required to get it working out of the box. Let's jump over here to package.json. Another cool thing you get is these, so you get IntelliSense in your files, you get go-to definition, everything I just showed you. But VS Code is context aware. So we're here in package.json, we're in the dependencies list. I'm going to type quotes, then control space. If I start typing Azure, so I'm looking for the Azure storage. And notice, where is all this coming from? Well, this is actually coming from NPM. These are the modules listed on NPM. So Visual Studio Code will go out and get that information for you. So pretty cool context-aware suggestions. We kind of group all this together and call it IntelliSense. It's intelligent code editing. So I'm going to say, yeah, that's what I want. And what's the latest version? Oh, check this out. 2.0 is the latest version. I press enter. There we go. This other stuff is being provided by an extension, a cool npm extension that you can install too. But this is all part of what Visual Studio Code can offer you and what you can do. You can get this IntelliSense features that can make you a more productive coder. So finally, let me show you here if, say I'm a Python developer, so I want to get IntelliSense for Python. Now this doesn't come out of the box, but I easily just went over here and installed this Python extension. Now check this out. I get linting, IntelliSense, auto-indenting, code formatting, tons of features from the Python extension, including what I'm showing you here, which is IntelliSense. So if I do x equals array, x dot, there we go. I see the methods for the Python array. Again, similar, it happens a little bit different for each extension and different languages, of course, but the Python extension will lead to a consistent experience, and you can install other extensions like Ruby, Go. Just take your look into the extension marketplace. There's over 1,500 different ones, so we recommend you try it out. But that wraps up the IntelliSense feature for Visual Studio Code. Check it out. Let us know what you think on Twitter. We're at the @code handle. Thank you.